Bam! How about that? Much better? I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it does that. Despite me having it saved to do Arctic 5 headset every single time, it decided it didn't want to do it this time. Let's see if I can remember exactly everything I said. I basically said, hello, Arc Brigade, hello, everybody else. Welcome back. We're probably going to be able to finish this game. I don't know if we'll be able to finish this game by Thursday or not, but we are finishing Astrobot tomorrow, which puts us on pace on Saturday to be able to finish or at least probably start and finish Bloody Wolf, which I'm really excited to play because it's been a long time since I've done anything on the TurboGrafx ED. It hasn't really been that long, but it feels like it has been. Bear Kidney, welcome. I'm glad everybody can hear me now. Sorry about that. That would have been a really awkward VOD that you not been here, especially since it's an entirely text-based game. But yeah, no, I did that on purpose. I tried to pick like a really short game on purpose because I'll be out to DC on Wednesday for Social Security Claimants Representative Conference, because I need to figure out what the state of Social Security is going to be like for hopefully this pending administration, because there are a lot of questions being raised. And even before this administration took office, even before this administration had anything to do with anything that was going on with Social Security, there were problems. So I'm hoping to get some answers, because that's my line of work, is representing claimants in Social Security cases. So I need to know what the effects on the law are going to be. So hopefully we'll figure that out, because we are losing judges left and right. Anyway, speaking of law, let's switch over to scene number 1. And it might help if I plug in the capture card so that everybody can see what we're actually playing. So let me get that plugged into Ethernet port number 2. Yes, I have. Children of people of all ages. I've had individuals that were born with Hirschsprung's disease, which is absolutely horrible and basically necessitates you having more surgeries than probably an average adult would in their lifetime. All the way to individuals that are so old that I've had to tell them that they can't file. Like you're 91 and your retirement age was like 66 and a half, dude. Like I can't help you. Sorry. But yes, I've represented individuals of virtually every age within reason of being able to qualify for disability. But not many 5-year-olds. But I have done several. Alright, so where we left off, we just convinced Edgeworth to have our legal expertise. So I wonder, do we just go back to Wright and Cole offices? What to do? Well, what should we do now? The police have pretty much made up their minds that Mr. Edgeworth did it, and Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us anything. I guess we could go look for clues down by the lake. Right. Any ideas? Well, penny for your thoughts? Thoughts. Yeah, why won't Mr. Edgeworth tell us anything? And why did he refuse to ask for help? I think we already know the answer to all these questions. I don't think this was updated. What a jerk. Well, I guess we're going back to the lake. So we're going to go ahead and move. That was the wrong button. Try that again. Public beach. Already did all of that. Back to the woods. While I'm figuring this out, like where the heck I need to actually go, Arc Brigade, I think the biggest, I've liked your game, at least in terms of like the distinctness of the characters, but it also, and I'm trying to think of a way to delicately put this, it also focuses a lot on missions that I have not been a fan of in tactical games, like babysitting NPC units that are going to get themselves killed, even though it turns out having them get themselves killed doesn't really matter. It always, like I was saying in Alex's chat, it reminds me of Fire Emblem, where I'm supposed to keep like every single unit alive. and learning that that they just are that I've had like multiple missions back to back where I'm having to protect people for like the first 5 or 6 chapters made me wonder if like the entire game was going to be like that. But when some of the later missions didn't involve that, and I thought that was great. I already told you my major that I liked. I think 5B or whatever the optional chapter was, just for the boss rush. It was definitely fun. I liked being able to just kind of pile a bunch of units together and just use like atrophy and a bunch of different abilities to try to win. Yeah, I'm like, because for a while I'm like, okay, he parted ways with us. I no longer have to protect him, and then he's like still there, and I'm like, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? Okay, so clearly we don't need to go here. I guess we go to the Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, that is where we need to go. What's going on here? Eek! What's wrong, detective? This wild lady comes in here just a while ago, says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? Lotta heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. The graveyard I didn't no, I mean, but like, at first I'm like, oh, a bunch of very, very weak units spawning. That probably aren't gonna do any damage to me. That's kind of funny. Except 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. They pierce the fence. They, like, even if you have, like, a shield and way more defense than their attack, they keep doing 1 damage to you. And it's the most it's the most frustrating thing. Because you can't protect Caelid very well unless you know they're going to spawn 50 units at once. I basically won by, like, trying to form a protective wall against the 2 zombies until I got a unit all the way to where the boss spawned, then let Kaelin kill him, because Kaelin can attack 2 spaces, and then I beat the boss with, like, the horse unit. And that's the only way I won. But I've had no damage by a number of people with, like, shields and stuff. So I thought the minimum damage was actually 0. And even the units with, like, a shield would still take damage. Because I've had a number of interactions where I've taken no damage. That's the reason I've been confused. Lotta's testimony. So, what did Miss Hart say? She says she saw Mr. Edgeworth fire the pistol. What? She's even had a photograph to prove it. Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She says it'll drop the quality a mite, but should tell us who's who. She can do that? Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Oh, you fixed it. Okay, good, because I was about to say... Okay, one... Well, I don't know. Well, actually good or bad. Okay, yeah, because that was the part that made the map really frustrating. Was just like none of my units were really able to survive very well because I'd have ranged units and I'd be surrounded by like 8 weak zombies and like everybody would just like be close to death immediately. But I won by basically cheesing the map by having by protecting the unit until I got the horse unit to where the boss spawned. Then I was right there. I didn't have to like painstakingly wade through 50 zombies. I just won immediately after like a couple of rounds there. In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow. Huh? What happened to the other witness? Well, apparently there was a cancellation. A cancellation? Tomorrow's trial. I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We've got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder, and we've got a photo taken when the shot rang out. I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked. Edgeworth. It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you've still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You have to convince him. You have to make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who could do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth. All right. Welcome, Running Wild Video. Oh, you're welcome, Rock Brigade. I'm happy to help. Although I'm very slow at playing games that aren't on my list, as you may have noticed. Yeah, that's why I'm confused too. And welcome, Tay. Yeah, I was a bit confused. Do I need to ask him like pretty please? Maybe? So let's go back to the detention center. Maybe not. Wright and Cola offices, maybe? Nope. Back to the Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, Edgeworth's request. That's right, at the very, very end of the last stream he gave me. Here. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. We'll see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? Just the zombie one. Thankfully, Arc Brigade. I did the boss rush first try. I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. Oh, that's right. He's scared of earthquakes. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. Okay, I object, because if he's that scared of being in a rocking situation, he would not be in a boat where he's rocking back and forth. Would he? Consider. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later. I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Oh, I see, Arc Brigade. Yeah, I mean, it was hard, but I lost one unit on the map, and I didn't game over. Then again, I was only in the same class as him from 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. Me too. I really am. Considering I just died to the graveyard section and then won that one. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. To be continued. Alright, I think we are ready for court then. December 26, 9:44 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god of prosecution, Wright. A god. Only the Royal Bow. That's the only one I've used so far. I think the sword, that undead sword I might have used on the undead unit, whose name I forgot. But those are the only two weapons I've really messed with too much. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. These Skittles are legendary. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ugh. So is he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20! That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya. Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Oh, the lifesteal mechanic? I like lifesteal as a mechanic. I just think like there is definitely a hit point penalty for a lot of those weapons, which makes sense. I've used it a little bit. I do like the idea of making enemies focus on you. But some of the maps have been so large that it just doesn't really have a whole lot of utility because it's all about like 40 or 50 enemies on a map. At least it was for a while. I've only now been using it on maps that it's been more tame in size. So I've only recently been starting to really play with it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. There's Karma. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool! You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? It's like the director all over again. Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of the case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. I called him defective. I don't know if that was a Freudian slip or not. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. He's like you can't have them screw up on identifying themselves if they don't identify themselves. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:10 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Overhead map added to the court record. This will be important, I'm sure. Testify to the court about your arrest. Now. What else is on here? So we have, I think that must be the hot dog stand at the bottom. Yes, it only hit one. It hit 1 unit. Placeholder text appeared. It said like text holder like 19 or something. So I think it may have overrode the selection of like other units. So I only got to shoot 1, and that was it. Unfortunately. Wait, Mr. Von Karma. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite right. No, he's not. Witness testimony, the arrest of Edgeworth. Okay, time for me to take some good notes, like a good attorney. So let me get my notepad pulled up. We knew about, okay, so we know about the 12:10 statement. So I'm going to go ahead and note that down here. Got it. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. 30 after midnight. Shooting was at 12:10. Got it. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. I'm gonna love his objection sound. Oh, I'm looking so forward to it. Whoa, look at that watch streak, Tay. 10, that's crazy. Yes, his eyebrows are back. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But, the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I didn't realize it was that complicated. Wow. Arc Brigade. I see very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! Cross-examination. The rest of Edgeworth. A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there? She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? That woman and the man who called in the report are two different people, obviously. I heard the very tail end of it because I unfortunately was still talking over it. At least the first part of it, so I'll have to hear the full objection later, but it was very deep. Different people? There were two witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping, a lot of heart. What happened next, detective? We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. There has to be a reason why the other witness was not called. We just have to figure out what that reason is. I'm sure it's important. How fast did you get there, I'm sure? How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Or, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. Damn. 3-minute arrival time at lake, which put it at, I guess, 12:33 arrival. That's pretty fast. I mean, considers the day after Christmas. Yeah, that is pretty fast. Our motto for the month is, get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Do that and you'll be able to look forward to your next salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Oh, that's true. Oh, no. Man, he's got his share of objections. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors. Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Continue, now. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body, so where's the other one? 2 shots were heard. And if they were standing on the boat, it's odd that one of the bullets would have missed. And even though this is the English version, localized to take place in the U.S. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true, and I don't really know what the response time would be in Japan anyway, but I feel like this would be, like, pretty far to travel. I don't think police would be that close to that lake the day after Christmas. He was shot through the heart, fatally. So he had pinpoint aiming through the heart, but somehow missed the other bullet? Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. I thought it said very real. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. Pistol bullet added to the court record. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe? That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. It's actually a clock. It's very inconvenient because you have to point it at somebody to tell at the time. The murder weapon was found. We found in the boat was decisive evidence. Press. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Hack, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. Fingerprints. Yeah, clock made by Larry again. Unbelievable, it's always the thinker. There were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. I'm going to write down the detail of the right hand because that's probably important. Because I don't know what isn't important at this point. What? Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Sure, why not? It's time to die. Members of the court. Yeah, you'll get your moment in a moment. 22 caliber pistol. Then there's the caliber. Fired 3 times? So, heard 2 shots. 1 shot is accounted for. 3 were fired. I'm writing this down. Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Very interesting. Detective. Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Tisk, very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired this shot. It's quite accurate, indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order, order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess, now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get it on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? December 26th, 11:09 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Yeah, he's such a bully. Welcome, suitcase. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. Is this how a lawyer in real life? Yes. Flimsy photos, bullying judges. It's all the same thing. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I going to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh. Sorry, it's no good. So disgusted with you. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, I need you here, or yeah, you're useless? I mean, I'm going to be kind, but she has not been much help in any of these cases. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out, even if you don't actually help. It's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Oh, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately, but you never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Whoa, right. Don't jinx this case any worse than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Whoops. What was worse for the other person's heart? Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university? That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. So she's going to testify about the 2 bullets. We're going to have to present the evidence about the... We're going to have to... Well, we can either impeach with the autopsy report or the bullet... I guess the gun itself, which said it fired 3. I don't know which one at this point, but let's listen to her account. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. Okay, so there's one. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. Okay, so there's the second. There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove you from the court if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant... Wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo's worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? I found a couple, actually. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt? Oh, is this where we're gonna be punished for pressing? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing. I did notice one little thing. It's just 2 pieces of evidence. Well, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right. Let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with a witness. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Thank you for the Tier 2 subscription, Alex. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course. The witnesses testified that you saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. There's one gunshot, though. Were you watching the very moment of the shot that the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Come on, Carl, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained. Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any contradictions in there. Sorry, Nick. No! If only my sister... No! I know what the contradiction is. Why is she really taking this hard? Oh, okay. I still have a chance. I can present the one bullet, or I can present the pistol which has evidence of being fired 3 times. I think the more immediate issue is there's only one fatal shot. Oh, that wasn't it. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory, huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Whoops, that didn't go so well. No, it's still not right. Clearly faulty. I'm sorry, I can see nothing faulty. So I get penalized again. So they don't want me to... That's not what I need to be presenting about? I need to get to the court record. So if it's not about the number of shots fired, I don't know what I need to be focusing on. Actually, is her car on here? Yeah, her car was there. Shortly after midnight, 12:30 after so 12:10 was the shooting. Police response was 12:33 arrival. Okay. Already lost 2 points. Oh! Okay, they want me to impeach the time as being 12:15. That seems so stupid when the better thing to impeach about is the bullets, maybe. So let me get to her 12. I guess I can get to her 12:10 and be like, it's actually 12:15 when it captured the picture. Which, okay. That seems like... That doesn't seem like a strong enough objection, really. Or were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Press further. Mrs. Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But, Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Nick, Lada's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that? It was me. Maya, is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No, I do not. Lada Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lada, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lada. What's the big idea, treating him like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. Wait! It's like, okay. So was I not supposed to present anything? Was that their winning strat? It wouldn't have mattered if the picture timing would have been off. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm on the right idea, just wrong timing. Maybe I was just supposed to point out the fact that she said the shooting was at 12:10, but the picture was at 12:15. Maybe I was supposed to focus on that fact, but I'm like, this guy wants me to, like, really hammer down on a big contradiction, and the number of bullets was the biggest thing I could think of. Ha. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's Phoenix wrong, actually. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Order. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lada Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya. It should have been me, not him. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. I'm running out of time. That's okay. The spirit of the Millennium Puzzle will take over, and then she'll be in the courtroom. I think that's how it's going to work. I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination. That last statement. Sort of clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Better save. Just in case somebody is texting. Is it about the trivia plans? Okay, so looks like it's going to be 30 to 45 minutes early. They are not messing around with that parking. The place is like 5 minutes from my house. So, all right. So I'm glad I started my stream early. I saw it clear as day. That man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. What will Maya say? I saw it clear as day. That man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Initially, yes, until I exited the map. But I did have an ability that auto, like, revived it one time, I think, if I'm thinking of the right character. Well, what about the other man? You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty. Damn. That's it? Uh-oh, I don't know if I could find anything that. What will Maya say? I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, I have to show the photo. And plus it has the timestamp. That's not it. Clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are they contradictory? They aren't, are they? Oh, we're gonna get our first game over. This is gonna be interesting. I didn't pick the photo? What the heck did I pick? I did too. I picked the autopsy report? No! I thought I picked this. That's a shame. What a waste. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. He said the thing. He said the thing. The photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So, this picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? That's so terrible. Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yeah, that was a fat finger. I wasn't using a stylus. I was using my thumb. So, yeah, that's a shame. Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please. Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart. What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could and I meant I could. Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. So I'm afraid to press anymore. So, I mean, I can't afford to. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me, which are fog-proof. Alright. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. Okay. See? No problem. You use binoculars? Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Can I, though? This one had better be good. Okay, I can't press the witness. That's really going to be a problem. How Edgeworth was seen. You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So I'm not going to press anything she says. I mean, if she heard a noise... I mean, what do I even do here with only one life? Not a whole lot. Okay, I can't press the witness. Without getting penalized at this point for being in contempt. I mean, there'd still be the fog. Cursed autopsy report. Oh, man. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony because it's the last thing I do. I don't have a choice but to press. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types would never find a gal where I'm from. Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic... The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all. Objection sustained. He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers, or he's not going to let that go? Yeah. The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be cuts. Of course there will. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? Yeah, I do. This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Are they particularly known to be noisy? Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, huh? Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect. Wait a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw you saying that you saw Edgeworth? No unnecessary comments, please. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. So... Cold night and the mist was thick as grits. Got back in the car, camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. When I heard that noise in the lake, looked at my binoculars. There was a heavy fog. How would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog, but you say you clearly saw him? I did, yeah. Enough. There is no room for doubt in her testimony. She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. Okay, so we have to just present something. Cold night. Mist thick as grits. Setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Set up pictures of a meteor shower. Then why would it be facing the lake? You'd think it'd be pointed up. Alright. I'm gonna, unfortunately, have to probably reload the save quite a bit. We're gonna take our game over like a champ. I mean, I think this is the real reason she was there. But there's nothing I can... All I can really do is impeach the fact that it was meant to take pictures of meteors, but... Yeah, I agree. Everything else, I guess I earned. I mean, I was right to question... I was right to think the number of bullets was important. I'm gonna have to... I have to present the camera. It says it was facing the lake, which is contradictory. So, I'm not gonna present the photo, I'm gonna present the camera. Because it's gonna make a loud noise. It detects loud noises, which meteor showers should not make. So I'm gonna present the camera, cross fingers. Okay. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing? Now I can use the article. I don't want to say I don't know. But if I show evidence, then I get it wrong. But here's what I think. Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Mrs. Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gourd Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. Really had to say that, huh? I do now? I didn't think she'd do it like, I didn't think we'd have to go through like a 3-tier evidence system. I mean, I can either... It's the loud noise, which isn't... All I can do is just further evidence the fact that it's meant to detect sound, not which isn't meteors. I think I have to present the camera again. Do I really want to press my luck? Kind of have to. I have it. Proof. Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here's proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster. Says the judge. Not me. Whoa, the judge is on my side. Alright, Judge, why don't you show it? Since you're so confident, Judge, why don't you show it? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Okay, if you say so, I didn't know that. The judge did, I guess. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are you all lawyers? Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from this court? Please revise your testimony. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. her expression. It's very good. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. We'll save, just in case. We are just skating by with our attorney instinct, rather. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry. The flash. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Objection. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense is right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because why? Was there a contradiction? Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha, that would be a first. Haha, very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we'll let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. The Flash. I know that's important, I just don't know why yet. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm gonna press only to make Karma mad. Then what manner of person are you? I'm not sure I'm high-faultin' enough to be called a manner of anything. Okay. I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. Oh, she said there was only... No, never mind. She said there was one shot, but then she heard another noise. My sister's graduation last year. And guess what? What? There was a UFO. Oh, UFO. Okay. Just the hanging in the sky. UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object. A UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news Rumor of the Month show qualifies. Last month's show was Bigfoot sightings on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real. Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we? Yes, Your Honor. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera? Yep, borrowed it from a friend in university. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. So how many pictures had it taken so far? The only time the camera triggered was that night. She didn't say the number of photos that took, though. But that's all I was hiding. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose in the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth? Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told him to keep quiet. When I heard the bang, it looked right straight out at that lake. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper than a sound I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence? Witness, continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops, I'm getting there. Evidence, huh? Then I saw a flash in one of the men's hands. I heard another gunshot. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither. I'd better find some sort of contradiction to this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Actually, I'm not... Okay, so... I want to present the autopsy report or the gun, which said it fired. So there was a bang before. But, like, how do I play that, like, the evidence? Obviously, this implies that a shot happened before this shot happened, but... I think we're getting the game over here because when I think I'm on the right track with what I need to present, it's normally not. At least in this regard, because I know I need to impeach about the bullets, but the pistol bullet makes no sense to present. It was only fired 3 times, but we only heard her talk about it being fired twice. Yeah, we lose. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, right? Whoops, that didn't go so well. The court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The confetti just flies up towards the ceiling. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Well, that's unfortunate. So... yeah, oh dear, indeed. Yeah, at least it's quick. I mean, is it still not time to impeach? Because the problem is she's testifying about seeing the gunshot before she sees the gunshot. I mean, there was 1 bullet to the heart. Nope. Wrong. Have to wait for it to go back to the home screen. I'm doing my best. But I don't really know what they want from me here. I don't know what I need to react to when, and which of the statements, because I'm not... I mean, I see the contradictions, but none of them are being accepted. So I think they might want to have me... It's this one here, which is the bang. It looked right straight out of that lake. So they want me to present here? But present what? She said she heard it at 12:10, but the camera photos from 12:15. I can present the photo again. I mean, there's still a contradiction about her saying, like, 12... She said 12:10, right, in her earlier testimony? 12:10 shooting. Camera came off 12:15. It's not that. Yeah, she said she was in the car, because she went back into the car from earlier. But I don't have anything to present on that, do I? Yeah, this one's actually the 3DS, though, so it's not... The car? Yeah, I mean, are they gonna say that it, I mean, it looks like a clear enough view to me. Like, she can look from the window. I can present it. No. Yeah, I'll figure it out, I'm sure. I just won't understand why I'm doing it. Yeah, so I could have had all my exclamation points here, and I would have... I'll wipe them all out. My goodness, I am stumped. I am definitely Phoenix wrong today. Know what they want. I know she said she was in the car. She looked with she said she looked with binoculars initially, right? Looked straight out of that lake. Let me go through the rest of her testimony. Much else to look at, so I watched that boat. Yeah, I tried the map with something else, but... No. That didn't work with that statement. I mean, I want to impeach her on the number of bullets that have been fired, but I'm not, definitely not getting it. It doesn't seem to be time to bring that up. I feel like the flash that she's talking about is important, but I don't know how yet. What matters to me is she's talking about, like, hearing a shot before the fatal one goes off, and I can't seem to impeach about that. Let me see what he said exactly when I pressed her. Gunshot, sharper sound than I would have expected. No, it wasn't that. There wasn't much else to look at, so just watch the boat. Wasn't much else to look at, yep. I don't know, if I heard a bang, I would be looking for Gordy. We're still looking at any boat. What did I do now? So this is the part. Time to present some evidence. So did they want me to present the Gordy? So this is the statement. Just watch that boat. Do they want me to represent the article again? Objection! Oh, they do? Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. This is not a satisfying contradiction to catch. It's not. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Ah. Order. Continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kinda got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat. Till now. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof. The contradiction was just that, you wouldn't be watching the boat. You'd be looking for Gordy everywhere. And you had your binoculars not to watch the boat, but to really be looking for Gordy, right? And I'm too busy focused on, like, the super big gotchas that are, like, very, very obvious to me. And I guess I'm ignoring these really, really small, subtle ones. Like, I feel like this case is building you up to be, like, you have a big-time prosecutor who doesn't want you to waste time with, like, stupid, quibbling arguments and get you in the mentality of looking for, like, the big stuff. And, like, the things you use to like catch them in lies are like the smallest little quibbling details, and I feel so drained from knowing that. You got the photograph, you got proof. I feel it is kind of dumb. Yeah, I mean I get it, but it's like I have a better way of doing it. Still, we can't see who was shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took the photo in. Witness? That's enough. Oh, he's trying to get her to shut up about enhancing the photo. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. Enlarge. She even had a photograph to prove it, but you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it will drop the quality, Mike, but it should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Wait and see. I'm sure she'll mention it. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist? What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool. Oh, I wish I would have kept back to him. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Mrs. Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. I can't believe Gordy actually did it. It was Gordy the whole time. He's the murderer. Let's get him in here. Let's get him on the witness stand, cross-examine the monster. Lotta's gonna love it. We still cannot see who is firing in this, except we can see that that's clearly somebody's left hand. And there's gunshot residue on the right. Except I'm going to raise that, and I'm going to raise it at the wrong time and lose. So it's not going to matter. We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Lake photo added to the court record. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. There is. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the examination of Miss Lotta Hart, and none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Show other evidence. Wait, Your Honor, this evidence. I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps. This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? It won't let me show other evidence. Object to the enlargement? Why would I want to do that? But it won't let me present evidence. So I can't get my satisfying... I guess we have to wait and see. I'm not objecting to the evidence. I'm not... Why would I do that? I want the enlargement. The judge is about to... I don't want to object to it. I want that evidence in. I mean, if I object to it, do we cross... I mean, the problem is the prosecutor doesn't want it in either. Present with a badge? I can't present anything. So I'm assuming the same thing will happen again. Yeah, so... I guess can I... I mean, if I object, it'll be bad. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, I think if I object, the prosecutor will be like, I agree. Let's not waste any more time talking about it. Wait and see. Uh-oh. Think of something. No good, I guess I'll just sit back and see how this turns out. Very well. Allow me to state my verdict. Oh no, I should have pressed further. Reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. No for misinterpretation of the facts. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court. But why would I want to object to it? I mean, okay. Am I? Because the prosecutor objected to it too. Your Honor, there was something decidedly strange. Oh, we're objecting to the enlargement. Oh, okay, I thought we were objecting to it being introduced into evidence. I see. Okay, well then that changes everything. What might that be? Okay, sorry. That's the reason I'm like, I don't want that option. Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about my photo was strange? This photo was strange. Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Oh, it lets me point to it, right? Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon here from Edgeworth were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down. Yes, we have to talk about the hand surgery that happened 10 years ago during the DL6 incident that we never knew about. I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You have given us definitive proof today. We know now that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Mrs. Hart? The victim himself? Larry? Guy can't catch a break. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. The Gordy? Yeah, the hidden fourth option if you press down 5 times. Order, order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which she was shot. The The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away. Can you not, like, do that? like a selfie stick? Was surely shot from further than a meter away. A meter? That's 3 feet! There's no way it could have been suicide. Order. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Shot from approximately 1 meter away, huh? Okay. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. The court is adjourned. Well, that was a roller coaster of a trial. Sorry. I mean, but it was very unclear what they wanted. December 26, 1:15 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright. Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. Investigate the judge's death. Yes. Strangled. And more unbelievably, he was strangled from a meter away. The prosecutor has very large arms. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. Requisition. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Court record. To be continued. Another day to watch The Steel Samurai. December 26th, Detention Center. Visitor's room. Maya! Hey, Nick, it's you. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's relief. Hey, why did you do that anyway? I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Okay. Present. 2 sounds like gunshots just for midnight on 12/25. Well, this will clearly be important. Like, the 3 bullets that were fired is clearly going to matter at some point. Sorry, I'm fresh out of ideas. Isn't that the enlarged photo Lotta was talking about? Uh-huh. Huh, it's nice and big, but you can't really see the faces any clearer, can you? Mia. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried, I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Yeah, I think the solution is we need to give her a hamburger. I think that'll solve it. That'll bring up Mia. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Whew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bills of money every time I hear the word bail? So that's why they call it that. So I guess we're going to move. Wright & Co. Law Offices, December 26th. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Sure is quiet here with nobody around. Right. I have to get Maya out of the detention cell soon. Criminal Affairs. December 26th. Police Department. Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? I bet he wouldn't help them build a case against Edgeworth. Guess we're going to the lake. We'll probably need to go to the boat dock that was locked off last time. Gourd Lake Park entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. December 26th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. Boat rental shop, please. We need to know who took the boats out. Looks like the boat rental shop is closed today, too. There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in the boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's space for one more boat at the dock. The small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because of the murder. Okay, so the only other place I can move to is going to be the forest area from here. Woods. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today, Yes? What about the trial? Well, I was going to say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Edgeworth, I guess. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. Talk? Tomorrow's trial. Detective Gumshoe, any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. Yep, he did say that. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Prosecutor Edgeworth? Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does, and him becoming a lawyer, and him being scared of earthquakes, it all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. I wonder if the other shot, the 3rd shot, is from that incident. I feel like with how much they're tying in DL6 with like absolutely everything that's happening, the only other shot from that gun has to be from 15 years ago, is the way I'm thinking this is going to play out. Maya Fey. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had their report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal, I shed a tear or two. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm going to head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Alright. So back to Gourd Lake. Back to the entrance. And we'll be going to the detention center in just a moment. But first, it's time for a lovely break. which I cannot do on this computer because OBS does not think I'm signed in. So why don't I do it with this computer? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to hydrate all of you, and I will be back very shortly with some more water. All right, thank you so much for hydrating me, Tay. So this is awkward. I decided I wanted to try standing for a bit, and I was just gonna adjust my camera. But as I was walking over to my computer after setting the water down, I slammed my knee against the chair. So now I don't want to stand either, but I'm just gonna do it. So, all right, detention center. Here we go. December 26th, detention center visitors room. Hey Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like it was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Hmm. Oh, that reminds me. Now I gotta stand through the pain. Yes, and I was planning on doing it anyway, so this works out doubly. I will make sure you get your blobberts worth out of that redeem, Tay. Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up for him. We've got to win this case, Nick. So let's talk. What to do? What do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gordy. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good a place as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure. Any ideas? Have you noticed anything lately? You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm and they keep it very clean. I mean, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, not much more than that, no. She's probably still upset about me. I should leave her alone. Alright, so let's move to the Gourd Lake. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility, but I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up. She's gonna be a witness for us now. So talk. Today's trial. What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right! You mean the first time you witness a murder? Gordy. What about Gordy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer, too. Finish your spirit medium training first. Making it up? Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckoned we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information doesn't come cheap, my friend. Hey, I see you're thinking, my, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We're gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? Deal or no deal? I'll take the deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gordy? But Gordy doesn't, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Okay, right. See y'all later. Okay, next let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean? Gordy, I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? This is a side quest, Nick. Understand it. Okay, and how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist? Well, this is not the type of thing I want to be dealing with, but let's go ahead and get it over with. Gourd Lake Public Beach. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick. Yo, Maya. Larry, what the heck is this? Oh, it was my girl Keonce's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow, that's real impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people, and that show is finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Edgeworth. Yo, Nick, what happened with Edgeworth? Well, we made it through the first day in court all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a year. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. The big samurai. Hey, Larry, what was that big thing up there before? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh, and here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. You had to change schools because of DLC. Well, thankfully we don't have a DLC incident going on here. Present. Tell me about Gordy. That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gordy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably saw something else that they just thought was Gordy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. Boat rental shop? It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. I guess we're going back to the woods. With Lotta. And we don't have a thing to trade. Hey, y'all! Well, y'all find anything out about a Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneezing. Watch you. I told y'all, no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It triggered on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Oh, no. What happened? I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh? Whoa, didn't you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gordy. Gordy. What are you going to do if Gordy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A UFO? Anyway, if I can't get a career-making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. trouble for not getting a digital camera. I suppose so. Okay, so do we need to go to, like, one of the other law offices, I guess? You know, I was wondering... Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gordy, and it turns out like this enlargement did? Y'all crazy? A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gordy, hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do y'all think I am? Kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial? Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Yeah, but I'd say to know exactly squat about that. It's painfully easy to know when something doesn't catch Lada's interest. I guess we need to move to... I think we're done with here, so we need to go to entrance, Criminal Affairs Department, December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's going to hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again. What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. Present. I should talk first. Gordy. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down in Gord Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for him. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Eek. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me, then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lada. Nick, try telling him sooner next time? Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. It's a gun! Really? You can take whichever one you like. The investigate secret weapons, please. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1, Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile, Missile, here, boy. Oh, look at that. Got a pupper. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog. And this will help us how? Woof. Next, secret weapon number 2, a fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster? Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. No, please, I'm already overrun by our choices. Secret weapon number 3, a metal detector. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive? Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. I will let people vote on this one, or literally the first, not really a vote, I think that'll take too long. Like, literally the first person who says an option, I will choose it. I agree. Can we borrow a missile? Sure thing, pal. Be good to him. Oh, he's so cute. Oh boy. Borrowed K9 unit missile from Detective Gumshoe. Just stuff him at our court record. The investigation? How is the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him, and Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Very cute with shiny eyes. Present. Missile is a big star in criminal affairs. Why is he named Missile? Huh? Now that you mention it, I'm not sure, but I hear he's aptly named for what it's worth. Alright. Why is he named Missile? Because he explodes upon contact. Gourd Lake entrance. We're gonna move to the public beach. Hey, Nick? Missile's been acting strangely. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of yours. Hey, I love little doggies. Good boy, good boy. Very, oh my goodness. Very, that is a Joker face if I've ever seen one. What's wrong, Missile? Eek! Missile! Missile! Munch, munch, munch. Whoa, stop that thing! Cannibal, it's eating my samurai dogs! My samurai dogs. Wow, he ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry don't pay my bills, Nick. It's going to have to this time. Present Missile. Hey Larry, look, it's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that mud away from me. What am I going to tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Nick, maybe the stand is a front for a mafia money laundering scheme. Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened. Oh, right. My poor dogs. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we have anything else to say. It looks like our work here is done. We'll keep moving on. Probably the boat rental shop is going to be hugely important because there is a dock there, and there was a fishing pole, and there was a metal detector, so they're all probably going to have to be used here. And I am wrong. So, we will go back. To the woods. Present. Missile. Hey, Lotta! Oh, cute. He yours? He's a canine police dog, and it can be yours in exchange for information. His name's Missile. Huh. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gordy smells like. I hadn't thought about that. We're gonna go ahead and move. Really don't know what I'm needing to do here. Do I need to go back to the entrance again? I clearly don't. We'll go back to the, I guess, detention center? December 26th, detention cell, visitor's room. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning. Let's come back later, guess so. Grossberg? December 26th, Grossberg's law office. Apparently Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Okay, great. We're just knocking them all out of the park. Let's go back to our law office. Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Heh, misbehaving is much more fun. It's not going to be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right, I'll behave. Oh dear. So I think we probably need to go back to the criminal affairs department and say we made a huge mistake taking your dog and select something else like a metal detector. Secret weapons. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. But I have to take back the last one I lent you, department policy. Well, take your pick. Which will it be? So, I guess we're gonna go ahead and just borrow the metal detector. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. Anything is possible. Anything. Borrowed metal detector from Detective Gumshoe. I'm trying to think of what we could possibly find. I'm thinking it's going to be the other shell casing. Because we heard 2 bangs. And it might be from a gun that does not match ours. That is my theory, but I could be wrong. So let's go to the Boatrum shop. Beep, beep, beep. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick. Look! Oh, it's the canister that Lowry was telling us about. Huh? An air tank? Huh? The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Picked up air tank of dubious value. Let's go back to Larry and give it to him. Present. Empty air tank, the valve is open, inventor flag surrounded. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Have you seen it before? Have you seen this before? Huh? Me? No, never. Who the heck would go diving in the middle of the winter? There's something about the way his eye twitched when I showed him the tank. I think I'd better pursue this line of questioning a little further. Yeah, why wouldn't he hang out in the bushes? Very good question. What, an air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around this tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your Steel Samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something to go diving. You used this to go diving in the lake, didn't you? Whoa, what? Why the heck would I go diving in the lake? Wait, you're not saying you had something to do with that murder? No, not at all, just, hey, you watch it, buddy. I'm not saying anything until my lawyer gets here. Larry, Nick is your lawyer. Well, Larry, she's right. Blah. Anyway, never seen the nano tank, okay? Yeah, right. Larry is hiding something, I can tell. What, an air tank? Is it yours? And I guess I choose the other option. To inflate something? You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy Steel Samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always used was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it, just once. And it didn't go so well, as I suspected. Put the tank away or ask more about it. I mean, come this far. It didn't go so well? Yeah. You think it could be a little more specific? It made a loud bang. I'm gonna assume. Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Which actually kind of hurts us a little bit because there was 1 bullet fired and the autopsy report said 1 to the heart. 3 bullets fired though, so there may have still been. Fine, whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted, so I took the tank and tried to fill the Samurai up with it, and then, blam! The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. and took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. The flying air tank. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th, a week ago. Oh, so the Gordy sighting. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake, so I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Kiansa gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. I flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. We don't. We have no idea, and I'm still counting on the 3 bullets to possibly be an impeachment tool. It's just that every time I've raised it so far, it's been a long time to raise it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Okay, good. We're done with the side quest? Good. That's fine. But before we do, I'm going back to the, I'm gonna go back to the cop and we're gonna take back our pupper. If we're done with all of this stuff, we're gonna go ahead and take our dog back. Oh! Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Ah, that's right. Let's come back later. No! I can't get the dog back! They thought of everything! Those jerks! We're gonna go into court and take the dog out as evidence. It was gonna be great. We'll go to the beach. Then the woods. Present air tank. Yep, I'd have to say I know exactly squat about it. Okay, so we have to go back and I guess talk Gordy. Gordy. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info you all need. You all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? We found him. Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta, there's no such thing as Gordy. What? How can you all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy doesn't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge would make a claim without proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. Air tank. I keep forgetting he does that. Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy? Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot who happens to be a friend of mine tried to fill it. Yeah, that's true. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank along with the still deflated samurai fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the steel samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Nah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. Case information. To tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. It makes sense that that place is finally going to be relevant. Boat rental. There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. I was waiting for that to be relevant. because there was the gunshot and then there was the initial bang, so I figured it should have gone off twice. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. It can be useful for evidence depending on the timestamp of that photo. I am going to sit down now, though. Will Powers, we'll see. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. Bye now. Y'all take care. So let's take a look at the timestamp of photo 2. Empty lake, December 24th at 11:50. That's going to be important. We are drenched in evidence. Look at all this. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Alright, we're gonna move back. Public beach. Move. Entrance. Move. Detention center. Okay, I guess we're going back to the police station. Criminal affairs. No. Move. Oh, the boats. Literally the boat shop. Like the literal place we were told to go. Boat rental. December 26th, boat rental shop. Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway! Examine. Or can we just move inside? Maybe we can move inside. Small boat rental shop. There's no cameras around. They're probably close to the murder. Okay, I guess we're gonna move. Caretaker shack. December 26th. Caretaker shack. Meg, that you? Eek! Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You'll make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running, an old man like me? Polly, the kids are home. Hello, hello, squawk. Nick, what was that? A parrot, the one on that perch. Keith. Yes, I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello, hello, squawk. Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. The pasta restaurant. A pasta shop? Yep, to think, the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know, so that makes you two the third generation. Meg, yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg? Yes? You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everybody knows. Okay, I guess that's the localization. Right, everyone knows that. Nick. Huh? How long do we have to keep up this all-in-the-family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what that is. The boat rental shop. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here's the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, yo dude, we want to ride one of your boats. That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere, but this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. I presented the photo. Now listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow aioli. I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue? That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Autopsy? Or am I supposed to leave? Overhead map? I don't know. I think we'll probably just have to leave or start examining the room. Because I'm not being given the option to ask anything else. Wow! What an amazing parrot that is! Good morning. Hello? He ignored me. What, you forgot Meg? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly, how you been? Hello, hello, Squawk. See? Neat, so the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot added to the court record. Too bad all she can do is say hello. Ha ha ha. Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Polly. We have to wait for him to wake up, like, every line of dialogue. Ah, my memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Oh, the parrot's gonna be the witness. It's not gonna be him. I think. Although they said they were gonna call the old man, but I think they're really gonna call the parrot. Which is gonna be very interesting for cross-examination, if that's true. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, Squawk. Pretty sure you're not allowed to do what you just did. So, 1228 is the safe. All right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will ya? Hey, see, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking and a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in little heist schemes. I mean, are we going to look at the safe? Look, a little safe. It's locked. They won't let me actually put it in the code. Well, he has a television in here, too. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what, talk about murders? Oh, you're a party pooper, Nick. Looks like the kitchen unit. It's pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. I guess we should present the parrot to him. Maybe get some more words. First companion of the boat shop caretaker answers the name Polly. Present. Now listen here, Keith. Remember that okay, so that doesn't matter. Are we really done? We might just be done. I'm not really sure what else I can do. Okay, so not here. Maybe there is something else I have to do there. Yeah, we have to go back. I missed something. There has to be something I need to show him that matters then. Hopefully I'll figure this out soon. Caretaker shack. What else can I present to him? Do I present Gordy again? No. I already show. Oh, maybe the attorney badge. That's a lawyer's badge. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick, now's a chance to clear things up. Sir, no, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister? All right, I'll help, but on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Promise to run the noodle? We can't promise that. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so? That's my boy. Good for you, Keith. Wait, didn't I just say, you too, Meg? Yes? Yeah. You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Hello, Squawk. Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Do I present it again? You won't be needing that badge to run a pasta shop. Toss it. Think I'll hold on to it if you don't mind. Oh, he's awake now. That might matter. Polly here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello, Squawk. Yep. Photo. Yep, I seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep, the other night, out on the lake. Yes. I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. Talk. What you saw. I forgot the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night, yup. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one, bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself, yup. What did he say? Yup. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yup, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat, got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow, I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have we forgotten something? Squawk. Don't forget DL6. Huh? What did she just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6, Squawk. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister. I mean, Dad. This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh, what? He locked the door from the other side. Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. I don't think we'll be able to finish this chapter today, but I am going to be going for about another hour. We're definitely not finishing today, but we're going to do our best to make a dent here. Wrong office, Criminal Affairs. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey pal, long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? Yeah, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that. It depends where the busyness is. Like, court can go on for like 3 or 4 hours, and I probably would not care. I would be engrossed enough to, like, do all of the cross-examines and everything. Time would just, like, slip by as I'm looking through evidence and everything else. But when you're not doing that, yeah, that's why I liked it when it was point-and-click light, because at the start, because I'm like, I don't want to spend, like, all my time here. It's like, I get that that's an important part of the cases, but I like the court a lot more. The DL6 incident. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Boat caretaker? You know the boat rental shop down on Court Lake? Oh yeah? The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... that was supposed to be top secret. Do you know who that old man is, detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lada Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Present. Parrot. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh? And that's the part we just saw. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find out what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. All right. I am ready to learn, but on my feet. December 26th, Police Department, records room. Wow, it's amazing. Lee Dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff, quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. We'll talk. Case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Wright. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district court. I'll write it down because why not? What? Is this the same district court where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? That would be scary like that, in the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Victim data. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was on the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. Was it fired from a meter away? The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. I was right, it is the damn same gun. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Okay, so meaning the last, that accounts for the 3rd shot. Fired twice. And so the one from the murder was the 3rd shot. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Suspect data. Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it. The man arrested as a suspect in DLC was Yanni Yogi? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. The victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so that he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Oh, well, then I think we know who the person in the shop is. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick. The elevator to the Shadow Realm? Possibly. Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DLC 6 case file added to court records. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. To be continued. Alright, everybody. It's court time. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who is the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement? You make it, Your Honor. How about that? Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? I must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I'm the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright, but I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Yogi, perhaps? Well, he's gonna say I forgot. I'm not really sure, yup. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well, let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Witness testimony, the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. A yup? Okay, so far so good. I was in the restaurant, where I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. A yup? When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. So the first bang, well, we can contradict him immediately because the photo, we can use the photo from 11:50 p.m. To contradict the first just after midnight comment that he made. I could present the timestamp photo of Lada's camera reacting to probably what would be a loud bang. Heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony, ergo no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes, Mr. Wright? Don't cross-examine. Cross-examine. What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Rah! Oh my goodness. Excuse me? Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Just after midnight, you say? Yup, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure, yup. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yup. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith? This prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Wait, they concede we can't prove he was in the shop? Okay. Then I heard a bang, yup. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly, but I figured there were two men out there, yup. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yup, at the time, that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yup. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, okay, so there's 2 things. I probably need to use the gun. I could question the right around midnight with the blank photo, or I could go for the gunshot argument. I have 2 routes. Man walks by the window. By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And you could see the man's face. Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad. Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him, that Edgeworth boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. On karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quickly. Act quick or this trial will be over. Raise an objection? Or see what happens? Well, if we don't like the way things are going, we should probably do something. Your Honor, you proved in yesterday's court that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise an objection. Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, can you hear me, sis? Please, we need your help. Nick needs you. Heart of the law, guide me. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough. The witness may leave the stand. Zzz. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. Clear, I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Damn. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Well. Wait! Who was that just now? Me. Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it till just yesterday, but today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Oh no. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. So I guess I lost my chance to present the gunshot information to him. Would it have even mattered? I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order, order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to let him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. So I thought I was going to have the opportunity to nail him about the time and about the number of gunshots. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Or maybe it would have. I don't know. I feel kind of bad I haven't been able to do anything. Court is adjourned. December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Whew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. It is strange that Edgeworth has had, like, nothing to say during any of these trials or proceedings. I would have thought, like, he would have, like, had a statement, said something aside to us, goaded us in some kind of a way, reacted in some... It's just nothing. Says absolutely nothing. Very strange. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon and flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went in a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. We haven't seen any of that. I mean, he just keeps shutting us up. But I mean, I guess that's a pretty good strategy. It seems to be working. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything depends on Larry now. This may be the last bit I can do. If they're really wanting to pick me up that early. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. So they want me to cross-examine him? Why would I want to do that if he's trying to defend? That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. So he could be the, he's trying to explain that he's the man that he saw, that the boat owner saw. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Although it doesn't explain the words he clearly heard, does it? Heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't notice the boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. He didn't notice the boat? That was unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any matter, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. That night I was out in a boat on the lake. Let's save. I hope I know what I'm doing. What were you doing on the boat, probably? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock. Interesting. When boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something and I found it. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely, he was hunting for this Gordy. You know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if that were the truth. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. Damn it. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. So the last thing he has to say is, and then I went home. So we need to press him or cross-examine before that statement. Otherwise, we might lose our chance to press or present evidence. Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't notice the boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order, order. Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home, so I can't... Single gunshot. So they want me to present information about that now? I'm afraid it'll just kind of zip me along if I don't say anything now. Leaving shortly. It's an hour. It's 75 minutes early, and we're 5 minutes away. 1 minute. Let me figure out what's going on. Apparently we're gonna be leaving, so I have maybe about 5 more minutes. I thought it was gonna be another 30 minutes, but apparently not. They're really antsy about parking. Let me present the gun, which doesn't seem to have mattered. Points of the judge. So they want me to go ahead and show the photo. They do not want me to show the photo. Yeah, I mean, I already had saved, I think, right before the cross-examination, so if nothing else, we'll be able to come back. Didn't notice the boat. I mean, there was an empty lake at 11:50. Okay, well, I don't know how to actually use the empty lake photo in this particular one. I was just kind of hoping I could figure something out between now and having to leave, but I may not. I may have to just kind of awkwardly end. And we're just gonna sit in the bar for an hour? That's really annoying. Well, I'm just gonna be blunt. I can't do clear thinking if I have time pressure at home, so I think we'll just have to end it here. So sorry, we'll have to finish up the testimony for Larry Butts on Thursday and go from there. So hopefully I can do some clever thinking while I'm doing trivia for trivia night. But I appreciate everybody stopping by. Sorry I have to leave so abruptly. I didn't think I thought I had a lot more time. But I will see everybody tomorrow for the finale of Astrobot, and I'll see everybody back for more Ace Attorney on Thursday. Take care, everyone.